Is the lockdown working? This is a question we are all thinking about. Our economy has stopped, people are facing huge troubles, and our psychological health is impacted. So, is it all worth it? When you see the graph of cases versus time, you will see the numbers are continuing to rise. You might be confused, even scared, and ask yourself, what was the whole point of this? In this video, we will see what the data tells us. We know that in any epidemic, the number of infections first grow exponentially. That is, more and more people get infected with time. Eventually, the virus runs out of people to infect, or we are able to control it, so the rise slows down, and thus the shape looks like a S. Concave up initially, then a straight line, and then concave down. The danger is not when the cases rise. The danger is when the cases rise exponentially, because it means we have no control over the virus. It is therefore very important to know when the exponential phase has ended. It is unfortunate that while news reports update us about the number of cases, we are not told about when the exponential rise has ended, which can be a sign of a big success. The scary thing, however, is that when you are in the middle of the epidemic, it is impossible to tell from the cases versus time graph which way we are going. Are we slowing down? Are we speeding up? We can't tell. A couple of weeks back, a brilliant channel called Minute Physics came up with a dashboard where he, along with his collaborator Atish Bhatia, plotted the number of new cases versus number of confirmed cases. That visualization is incredibly useful to understand which way we are heading to. Their graph shows all the countries traveling along the straight trajectory of exponential growth, and it makes it super obvious when the exponential growth stops as the countries fall off from the straight axis. You can have a look at the video where they explain this visualization in greater depth. I'll try to summarize it for you. Notice that the first thing they do is to eliminate time. You see, the virus doesn't care if it's March or April. It only cares about two things: how many cases there are and how many new cases there will be. That is the growth rate. The defining feature of an exponential growth is that the number of new cases is proportional to the number of existing cases, which means that if you plot new cases versus total cases, exponential growth appears as a straight line. When the exponential growth has stopped, the graph no longer is a straight line but a curve that goes downwards. Visually, it falls off from the axis of death. I was super curious to know how such a visualization would look like for the data of Indian states, and so I decided to modify their visualization and use the data for the Indian states instead of global data. And this is the result. In this graph, you can see how some states are continuing to walk along the straight axis of exponential growth, like Ladakh, Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat and Maharashtra, while some other states like Kerala, Assam and Jammu Kashmir have fallen off from this axis. The key thing here to note is that even when the number of cases might be low in your state, if it is on the axis of exponential growth, it will continue to have more and more cases. Everyone is walking on the same line, just shifted by time. The good news here, however, is that the lockdown does seem to be working for many states. They have walked away from the axis. The only exception here is Madhya Pradesh, where the cases are still along the axis, and Gujarat and Maharashtra, where the deviation is very small. For this visualization to be more accurate, states will have to increase the number of tests, especially West Bengal. Such a visualization can also help us in the near future to decide where to continue the lockdown and where things can go back to normalcy. The link is live and connected to covidindia19.org. The code is also open sourced, so feel free to modify it for your country or your districts.